Hey guys, welcome to Christina Cakes It. I'm Christina and today I'm showing you how to package and ship cupcakes. So I've already done a couple of videos on how to ship baked goods. I showed you guys how to ship a whole entire cake, and I've also done an episode on how to package and ship baked goods in general, like cookies and brownies. But I have yet to show you guys how to ship cupcakes. So this idea came to me because, as you guys know, I have a lot of nieces and nephews that live out of state, and I just love to send them little treats in the mail. And usually for the birthdays, I send them cakes. But this year I just didn't have time, and I actually was like, I could send cupcakes. And to be honest, you guys know I'm a cake person, but shipping cupcakes is actually easier than shipping a whole cake. So you guys can see I already have my cupcakes ready to go, and I do have some assembled just for the sake of time. So you guys are gonna wanna start with your cupcakes already baked, but not frosted. So the secret to shipping cupcakes are two key items. So the first being cupcake wrappers and a cake pop stick. So what you're gonna wanna do is you just start with your cupcakes that are not frosted, and you're gonna wanna put your cupcake wrappers around the cupcakes. I found these on Amazon. I thought they were so cute. The cupcake wrappers are key because they help the cupcakes like not get knocked around, and they prevent any damage to the frosting when the cupcakes are shipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap these first. And if you're like me and you did these inside out, just put a piece of tape on the outside so it lays flat. After you assemble your cupcake liners, you're just gonna drop your cupcakes in here. And then after the cupcakes are in their liners, then we're going to frost them. So you don't want to frost before because obviously they can kind of get messed up by the wrapper. So by trial and error, I figured out that you need to wrap before you frost. And since these are getting shipped, you are going to want to use just a traditional buttercream frosting. It can be, it can even have half shortening because you want something sturdy that's going to hold up in shipping. So you don't want to use like a cream cheese or like anything perishable. So after you have prepped your cupcakes, you are going to want to use Tupperware for this. And so I'm using the Gladware 9-cup size. You really could use any size Tupperware, it doesn't have to be this, as long as it's gonna fit in the box and it is taller than your cupcake liner. Another thing I should mention is I am using a large flat rate box, and because I've done this so many times, I know that that is gonna fit 2 of these perfectly into the box. So that is something to take into account when you're deciding on which Tupperware you're gonna be using. So this is really the magic to how we ship cupcakes. It's just simple little cake pop stick. So you're just gonna measure against the side of your Tupperware, and you can just eyeball it, and you're just gonna cut just below the lid. And then what these do is they get inserted into the cupcakes, and then if it gets flipped over, the cupcake's not gonna smash because this is taking the full weight. So now I'm just gonna insert my cake pop sticks into the center of each cupcake. And one of the reasons I love these liners is because they actually came with these little toppers. So I'm gonna pack these, and then my nieces and nephews can take the sticks out and then put these in, and it hides that there was a stick in there. So just insert right into the middle. And now we're ready to pack our Tupperware. So these are gonna fit 6 each. If your cupcakes are a little bit smaller or bigger, obviously give or take. And you want the cupcakes snug in here. So if for some reason you didn't make enough cupcakes or they're not tight, I would even recommend putting like packing paper in here because you want these like really snug and not moving around. So now I'm gonna start packing my box, and I always use the flat rate box because it'll get there within 3 days. I've actually had it get there in 2. I sent something to Virginia and they got it in 2 days. So these, again, you're gonna pack, you want it, so these are tight in the box. And another thing I should mention is it is not that hot yet, and so I'm not worried about my icing melting or anything like that. So if you are shipping these in the summer, I would highly recommend watching my how to ship a cake video and packaging these similarly with an insulated bag and with ice packs. But for us, we don't need that, and so I'm just gonna pad this with packing paper because, like I said, we want it really secure. We don't want these moving around at all. So I'm just gonna stuff the packing paper into any open areas. And because I like things to look pretty, I'm just gonna add some colored tissue paper. This is totally optional, but it just makes me happy. So everything is completely stuffed in there, and we're just going to tape this up. So package is ready to go. I'm just gonna add a little sticker on the side. So another tip if you are shipping baked goods is I like to go to the post office between Monday and Wednesday because it'll take up to 3 days to get there. And if you ship it any later than that, then there's like the extra Sunday. So I recommend planning for that. And then another thing that I found is if I go to the post office early in the morning, it seems like they actually get there faster. So I don't know if there's anything to that, but just something that I found. So I hope that you guys enjoyed learning how to ship cupcakes. And if you did like this episode, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.